For me, this is very emotional because I believe each and every one of you sitting in this room today, maybe you don't know it, but you are actually part of the beginning of a major movement that's going to happen in the United States. I believe so much in what we're doing here that I think, in talking to so many different people, and I can tell you that the school board, the superintendent who I'm very involved with, and the rest of his team, they are so passionate about what you guys are learning here today. I'm so passionate because I represent our family foundation to put up the money to help launch Team USA. Team USA is going to set the world on the world stage in 2028 for the first time. Nobody in America knows anything about blind soccer. You guys are now the pillars of this movement. Think about that. You're actually part of something that is going to be a national movement. So when you're sitting in this class, when you're out there doing what you're doing, take every step, every moment, and put it inside your heart and your brain and realize this is not just an exercise for you to come out and spend the afternoon. You guys are actually part of making a major, major movement in this country. And what's the movement? The movement is about changing the mindset of young adults. And what does that mean? That means that when we can show them, not only through the sport itself, but the value of what Paralympics brings to individuals, and I call them PODs, people of determination who just happen to have a disability. You know what? You're gonna put these blinders on, and guess what? Now, for the first time in your life, you're gonna understand what it means to have a disability. And it doesn't mean that that disability is going to determine what kind of person you're gonna be. What that disability is gonna teach you as a student with eyesight, it's gonna teach you that even the impossible is possible. And why is that? Because when you go through the course of learning how to go right, well, that was left, going how to go right and left. And then you're gonna learn how to follow that ball. And then you're gonna learn how to talk to another guy over there that's got blinders on. And then when you get finished for that first day, you're gonna come out and you go, wow, that was pretty cool. I actually was able to do that. And what's, the jocks, the big shots, the capest dudes, and the women, the whole, the egos out there, when they put these on, they are flat bass. They got no more power than the guy next to them. And what that's going to teach them is going to teach them to have empathy. It's going to teach them to have compassion. It's going to teach them to have commitment. And it's going to teach them to wake up and realize that this is pretty cool. I can actually learn something that I never believed I could do. And so this course and what you are doing, you are the new pillars of a movement in this country that's never been done. We're going to use the classroom, and then we're going to use the field. And when they get on that field, that's going to transform them into a new human being. Somebody that has a heart, that's going to understand what it means to have a disability. And by the way, we all have disabilities. The name of my company is International Blinders Network. You know what blinders are? We all have blinders to some degree in our life. They use them on horses so the horses can see straight. They don't want to see what's left and right. But you know what? We all walk around with blinders because we're not willing to look beyond the blinders in our environment, our social environment, etc. We're not willing to do that. What this course will do, it will teach these young kids that they don't need to have the fear of knowing the unknown. And as you can see on this shirt, which the superintendent is going to steal my quote and use it in his speech coming up that I'm going to be at. Champion the unseen, okay? You are all going to be champions of the unseen because you are going to be professing that the impossible is possible, that you're going to create a movement that has never been seen in this country before. And I tell you, when you get finished with this class, and when you get finished going through this course, and every day that you wake up, you remember that you weren't here just to take a class. You were here to make a difference and to know that you are going to be part and the pillars of a new movement in this country. Thank you so much.